Hey yo, GOAT format players, it's Skill Brown Magician here, and I have the next iteration in the subscriber recommended series profiles. This one goes out to Raja239. He requested to see the profile in one of my last videos, and I'll put a link to it there where you can see some gameplay of his deck. But this is my take on Chumley Huffington's Australian deck. So this is the profile. You'll probably be asking, where is the koalas, right? But I'm cheating. I'm using Cyber-Stein to go into Master of Oz, and you'll be surprised at how often you're going to see this guy going turn 2 or even turn 3. So this is the lineup. I'm just going to go over the monsters and the spell count, and I'll explain why I run the cards that I do in the stratagem section. So stick around for that, and I'll give you the card by card rationale. So we play BLS because we're running 3 Sacred Crane, 3 Cyber-Stein. Obviously we have DMOC, but this ratio is really nice to bring out BLS when you have him. I'm running 1 Toon Cannon Soldier because you're searching him off with Toon Table of Contents. Standard Reasoning Gate package, I have my triple Reasoning, triple Monster Gate, triple Scapegoat. I'm not playing meta in this deck because I'm not really planning to stall. We're just going full aggro with Master of Oz. I run 1 copy of Brain Control. I run a copy of Mind Control, the Spice with 2 copies of Creature Swap. I'm playing Lightning Vortex. I have Card Destruction. I already mentioned the Toon Table. I have triple Giant Trunade and the Heavy. We have Premature to combo with Giant Trunade. We have Megamorph, United Restand, and then we have Ring, Mirror, Reckless Greed. As far as my side deck, this is actually a preview of what's to come. This is another deck that I've been working on, but I'll get more into that later. Okay, so let's go back to the stratagems, and now I can kind of explain some of the card choices. So I posted this video of bopping duelists with Toon Table of Contents in GOAT format, and I just really love this card, especially in this variant of Cyber-Stein OTK, just because this card, it thins your deck by 3 cards, and it allows you to get a monster to hand who has, by the way, an excellent effect for this type of deck. So Soldier, he can tribute off any monsters on your side of the field, and he contribute them off for 500 points of burn damage. So you can use it to burn Scapegoat tokens, you could use it to burn your extra copies of Crane, you could use it to burn swapped monsters. So if you creature swap one of your GOAT tokens for one of their face down monsters, you can still burn it using Soldier's effect. So you can still just get rid of their monster and deal some extra damage. Plus, if you have a Stein, right, that you already used, you can burn him off for extra damage. And then you saw in the replay for the Bopping Duelist video that there's a graveyard setup that you can do with Toon Cannon Soldier. Just because you can pop your own Sacred Crane, pop your own Cyber-Stein, now you have a Light and Dark Engrave for BLS. And guess what? You can activate this as many times as you want. So what's really interesting about this deck is your opponent really just does not want to see Cyber-Stein once they understand what you're trying to do. So when they start calling for Stein, they're just going to start hitting you with 2s on the reasoning calls. And then, depending on the math, you might have a Cyber-Stein in hand already. So that gives you a greater chance of hitting a Sacred Crane or even DMOC. And plus, you play very few monsters as it is, and most of the times, you're searching out your Toon Cannon Soldier out of the monster lineup because you're running triple Toon Table of Contents. What's also nice is Cyber-Stein. He's a normal summonable monster, which that just makes you happy, right? Already getting free draws with Crane because they don't want to see number 2. They don't want to see level 2 coming out because that means combo time, right? So they're going to always call level 2 or 8. So Crane is just free draws. Your key card, if you have it in hand, you just normal summon it anyways. Monster Gate plus Stein, one of the best feelings ever. Just because Stein, he's kind of like a weakness of using his own effect because you pay 5,000 life points and you're left with the 700 attack monster on your field. But if you have Monster Gate, you can tribute off the Stein that you used and go into another monster. Really nice. So Stein, he turns on your copy of Megamorph pretty much immediately. Whenever you're using Stein, you're going to be lower than your opponent's life points, right? So Stein, he has extra utility because if you have creature swap in the main, it just gives you so many options because now not only do you have goat tokens as your swap targets, you also have Stein as a swap target because you can just normal summon Stein, swap it with one of their monsters, and there you go. The entire fusion monster lineup is at your disposal when Stein hits the field. So let's say they have a lot of monsters on their field, you can just go into Gatling. Let's say they're playing a chaos deck, you can just go into that one fusion. I'm forgetting his name, the one where you combine Darkblade and the dragon. Um, anyways, what else is nice about this deck is, man, mind control plus creature swap acting as our Nox is very interesting. It's super interesting. And I really wanted to abuse this because I actually ran into a duelist who was running a Cyber-Stein deck with creature swap. And I was like, wow, that's really smart. So swap plus tokens or Stein equals a direct attack or a direct attack just minus 700, right, for Stein's attack. But the thing with swap is you turn your goat token into attack, swap it with your opponent's monster. If they only have one monster, they have no choice. They have to switch it. And creature swap is permanent. It does not allow you to change the battle position the turn that you swap the monster, but you can use it like for tributing, for Monster Gate, for tribute summons. You could use it pretty much for anything that you want. This is something I mentioned earlier. The creature swap monster can be tributed using Toon Cannon Soldier's effect. You can tribute those monsters for a tribute summon, and it steals face down monsters too. So even if they chain Book of Moon to flip their monster face down, this is not like brain control. It does not require that the monster is face up or face down. It just takes a monster, period. So this is a really fun deck. I hope you get to test it out and OTK some people just out of nowhere. The extra bit of chip damage with Toon Soldier's effect, man, this deck is really fun. It's really spicy. Just having such a pure monster lineup with Cyber-Stein, Crane, Demok. Don't worry about Cannon Soldier because you're searching him out of the lineup with your triple Toon table of contents. Man, this deck, it's really fun. Opens up a lot of like, not a little, a lot of different combo trees, especially because you're running United Restand to combo with those goat tokens, to combo with your Cyber-Stein, Master of Oz, and then obviously Megamorph. So this is a really fun deck. I hope you guys check it out. And until the next one, shout outs to Raja. Hope you enjoy, man. Take care, everyone. Peace.